CBS 46 News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Are you trying to slim down for summer or just about 10 pounds away from your ideal body weight? Well, if you're looking for some help shedding a few pounds, we have just the help you need. Hey, good morning to you and welcome to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm your host, Adam Murphy. We are getting some expert advice today on how to take off the weight just in time for summer. Certified weight loss and lifestyle coach, Kwavi, wait for it, Agbe, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Is here on the program today. She's going to talk about the good, the bad, and fattening. Tell us a little bit about what we need to know as far as shedding those pounds.
Thank you, Adam. There are so many different ways, but the first thing I really want to talk about today is eating only when you're hungry. That is the key to getting to your ideal healthy weight. Because a lot of us eat when we're not really hungry. And it sounds really simple, but once you eat only when you're hungry, you'll be able to maintain your ideal weight.
So are you telling me, like, if you have dinner and then, you know, right before bedtime, you feel a little bit of hunger again, later that evening, you should just say no?
Actually, no. What I'd actually recommend is eating about 5 to 6 times a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're just smaller meals, so that's the difference.
Okay.
So you just get that full, you feel like you're full a little bit, and that's it, and you stop right there. And sometimes we get to the point where we have a nice plate in front of us, and we have all this food, and we're eating, and we're like, oh, it tastes so good. But our bodies are telling you, we get those signals from our body telling us we're full, but we're like, oh no, I don't want to waste it. And then we go ahead and eat it, and then those are the times I'm talking about. You know, but you're like, I'll eat it anyway.
Yeah.
So it makes a difference. And over time, that's the thing, over time, it makes a big difference.
Overeating, I can imagine, an issue for a lot of us because it's such a pleasure. I mean, it's entertainment. It's fun for us to do.
Yeah, but see, that's the other thing, too. You don't want to use food as entertainment. You don't want to use food for fun. And even when you do that, you have to do it for, like, maybe 5% of the time. But when you get over time, if you do that on a regular basis, that's when you can get to being overweight or obese.
Now, one of the things that we all run into are obstacles when we try to do this, because there's several ways you can try to lose weight. And, and a lot of people try, they get frustrated. And so tell me a little bit about some of the obstacles that you believe we face each time we try to get down to that ideal weight.
Yeah. Well, the first one I talked about was the eating when you're hungry.
Okay.
And stopping when you're full. That's one thing I always tell my clients. Trying to get to understand their bodies well enough where they know when they're full and they know when they're satisfied. The next area is counting calories. And I know we've been told it's really good to count calories, but we have to be careful and sensible about the calories that we count. I'll give you an example. They now have these snacks like Cheetos and all these different snacks, and they have them in 100-calorie packs. Now, that's 100 calories. A banana is 100 calories. But they're not the same. When they get into your body, they do completely different things. So I always tell people, be very careful about the calories you count, because you can get into that mode of, oh, I'm just counting calories. Oh, yeah, it's not just about the calorie. It's sensibly. You have to be sensible about the calories that you count.
Right, making better choices, too. If you're going to use those calories, use them on something like fresh fruit.
Right.
As opposed to Cheetos.
Right, exactly. But some people do that. Or, I've had clients that will say, okay, I've eaten all of these healthy foods and I'm going to use all these for my dessert. I'm like, but that's not the way it works. You're not going to, eat just a few calories for the, for the most of the day, and then you use 600 calories for your dessert. That's not the way it works.
How did you figure all of this out and become sort of an expert in this area?
Well, I can say I stumbled upon it. I was in college in the UK, and I was flipping channels, and I came across a documentary about cattle. And I thought, okay, this sounds interesting. And it was about the conditions in which cattle are being raised. And the conditions were deplorable. And after watching that, I made a decision right there and then I was going to stop eating meat. When I did that, I thought, okay, I'll stop eating meat. Let me investigate other things. Like, what other foods are we eating that's affecting our bodies? What can I do? And that's how I went on this journey. Wow. I started looking at, oh, okay, white rice, not really that good for you, white bread, all the different additives and preservatives they put into food. So I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. Let me change my diet. And it was amazing the way I felt. I felt so different. It wasn't really about the weight that I lost. It was about the way I felt. And then I decided, okay, I was in college at the time, so I was like, okay, you know, I'm in college, I'll just do this as a thing for myself. But then I had friends that would ask me, what are you doing? You look different. And I'll tell them, and I'll give them little meal plans, and it would work for them. But I was, you know, I already had a career in information technology, so it wasn't really my path. And then while doing my master's at Northwestern, I had a project on obesity. And it was so fascinating to me. The research they had done and just little tweaks that people could make that could affect their whole outcome. Because when you have obesity, it can affect your whole life and the way you operate in the world. And I thought, you know what, this is something I really want to get into. So I went ahead and joined Well Coaches Corporation and took classes with them and became a health coach. But I still felt I wanted to focus on weight loss. So I did some research and I found a school called the Life Coach School, and that is what they specialize in. So I took classes there, became certified, and now I'm a certified weight loss coach.
Fantastic. And I have, you have some things here that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
Okay, well, this is another obstacle to losing weight, which is planning and preparing when you're on the run.
Okay.
We're always rushing from one place to another.
Yes.
So if we prepare ahead of time, that can help us. So I have 2 bags here. This is just some nuts, plain old nuts. And then I also have this one, which has nuts and some colorful items in it also.
Okay.
Now, the difference is sometimes people say, oh, get some nuts. The important thing is when you choose nuts, try and choose nuts that don't have any salt or any sugar or any honey, because now you have honey roasted, you have all these different items. You want to pick nuts that just have nothing in them.
Okay.
Now with this item, even though it has nuts, it also has, I think it has some M&Ms and some, you know, some other, I think some chocolate items in it too. The key is when you're on the run, pick items that are going to fuel your body and not make you feel you know, like you're dragging and bloated. So you want to choose
away from
this.
like the M&Ms that sometimes they mix in with this stuff.
With salt and with the nuts.
So no salt. Stick with the
stick with just the plain nuts. Yeah, stick with the nuts plain by themselves. And then we also have a lot of, in here we have granola bars, protein bars. These can be okay, but when you take them over time, they're not really good for you. Most of them have a lot of sugar. They have a lot of additives and preservatives. So if you're going to take these, very rarely, these are not the things you want to take every day on the run. Not a good idea. Take fresh items like...
I got a problem here.
Tell me.
This was breakfast pretty much every morning. Okay, I got to rethink things here.
Yeah, you rethink. And also, too, the other thing I try to educate, when I speak to my clients, is educate them. What is on the label? Read the label.
Right.
How many items? If they're up to like 5, 6, 7, then yeah, we might want to abstain from them or in moderation.
Okay.
And then we can go with things like grape tomatoes.
Yes, I love those.
They're quick, you know, they go, you know, they taste nice, you know, put them in a little bag. And I always tell my clients, you can overeat on healthy foods, so package them. Yeah, so, you know, measure them.
You can overeat on healthy foods.
Yes, you can.
Yes.
So it's always a great idea to measure them ahead of time, because if you don't, you can end up eating the whole pack and not even realize it.
Kwavi, this is all really good stuff. We've got much more from you throughout the half hour, so stay with us. And when we come back, Kwavi and I are heading over here into the kitchen to talk about healthy eating and weight loss. Don't want to miss it. Come back right after this break on Public Affairs on Peach.
Law and Order, weekdays at 10 and 11 on Peachtree TV.
When a diet pill sells over 1 million bottles, it's a good start. Over 10 million bottles, it's time to take notice. But when it sells over 20 million bottles, it's time to try it. Now you can join the millions of people who have tried America's #1 selling diet supplement, Lipozene.
I decided to try it, and I lost 20 pounds with Lipozene.
I lost 35 pounds in 10 weeks using Lipozene.
I lost 7 inches off of my waist, and I lost 2 dress sizes, and I feel amazing.
Lipozene has now sold over 20 million bottles. That's because Lipozene really works. In fact, in a clinical study, people who took Lipozene lost weight, all while being asked not to change their lifestyle. That means they were asked not to change their diet or exercise. They were simply instructed to take Lipozene, and by just taking Lipozene, they lost weight. But here's where it gets really exciting. 78% of the weight they lost was pure body fat, not water, fat.
Lipozene helped me take out all that body fat, and I feel amazing.
I'm almost back down to my high school weight, so I'm really loving that.
Now you can join the millions of people who have lost weight with Lipozene by trying it risk-free for only $29.95. Lipozene is guaranteed to help you lose weight or your money back.
For real, the product works. It really does. It does.
But wait, call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double your order absolutely free. Plus, we'll even pay for your shipping. But that's still not all. To celebrate selling over 20 million bottles of Lipozene, the company will give you a free bottle of Metabo Up with your order. That's a $20 value free, but you must call right now because this exclusive free offer is not available in stores.
To order Lipozene, call 1-800-755-4019. That's 1-800-755-4019. 1-800-755-4019.
Welcome back to the program. Today we are talking all about weight loss and eating healthy, and we're in the kitchen with certified lifestyle expert Kwavi. So Kwavi, tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, how it all needs to work.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is categorizing your eating.
Okay.
When you categorize what you eat, it will help you to get to your ideal healthy weight. So, the first thing I want to talk about is there are 4 categories when it comes to eating.
Okay.
The first one is fuel eating. And I like to imagine fuel eating as an employee that does really good work.
Okay.
So fuel foods are those foods that we put into our bodies with the expectation that it's going to help us perform better, give us energy, we won't feel sleepy, we're not going to feel bloated, and it will help us maintain our ideal weight.
Okay.
Such as these items here. And fuel foods are foods that are not artificial, no preservatives. They're mostly foods that we get from the earth.
And they're all
plants.
pretty much colorful, right?
Colorful,
Very
in different
colorful.
colors. Yeah, you have so many different options
Yes,
to choose from.
I see that.
And
so these peppers over here are good for you.
right,
I like those. Those look good.
yeah. And when I talk about employees, I look at fuel foods as, you know, the good employees, the top quality employees, employees that are performing really well. And when we eat processed food, those are considered like the lazy employees. They're not doing their work well. And the other foods I like to talk about when I talk about fuel foods are diet foods. Diet foods I consider as contract employees. They work for a little while, but they're not sustainable.
Okay.
You know, so that's how, and you know, if you do fuel eating, that is the first area that you want to look at. What can you do and put in your body that can fuel your body? Okay. And that's a matter of choice.
And like you said, really as much as you want of fuel foods.
Well, not as
Throughout
much.
the day,
No,
right?
well, you can eat.
You can overeat it, but you've got to...
Yes, you don't want to overeat it because you'll know when you're full. So stop when you're full.
Okay.
But you want to choose these items throughout the course of the day.
Okay.
And ideally, you want to have about 90% of your food in the fuel eating area.
Okay.
Category.
Okay, and so what else do we have on the list when it comes to this?
The other category is joy eating.
Okay.
And that is exactly what it means, joy eating. Those are those foods that we eat where we enjoy. Like for me, it's chocolate cupcakes. I love chocolate cupcakes, that's mine.
Okay.
However, you can't do chocolate cupcakes every day. You have to bear in mind that, okay, this is my joy eating category of food, and you put it in that section and know that, okay, you can do it about 10% of the time. So not always.
So when you say 10% of the time, are you talking about weekly?
Yeah,
or?
maybe once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week
okay.
should be, yeah, once a week is fine. Once every 2 weeks, depending on what that joy food is, obviously. Yeah, but yeah, those are those types of food that all they do is really provide joy to us. They kind of entertain us. We get very excited when we think about it. But they do nothing for nourishment.
Right. And so that was point number 2, right?
Point number 2.
Okay, what's number 3?
The number 3 is fog eating. And that is sometimes where I call it mindless eating. And we can do that when we're probably watching a game, like a football game or a basketball game, or maybe a really good movie, and you're just eating and you're not even aware that you're eating. It's like you're in a fog.
Right.
Completely oblivious to what's going on. And then sometimes what happens is you might finish a bag of chips, and then you look and you're like, it's empty. That wasn't me, but it was you. But it was because you were but you were mindlessly eating.
Right.
So you want to be aware when that happens,
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
Yeah, you have to watch out
I'm
for
sure
that.
there's a lot of fog eaters out there. It happens.
It happens, yeah. But the thing is, once you become aware of it, you can stop it. That's the thing.
Yes.
Because you can't be in a fog and be aware. You can't, you know, if you know it, you're in it, then you're not in the fog.
Okay.
You know, so once
Stay
you
out of
become
the
aware,
fog.
yes.
And so you have a 4th point too, is that right?
Yes, the 4th one is storm eating. And storm eating is the one where you're aware, but you're eating it anyway.
It's like you're in a rage.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
And it's more emotional. It's binge eating. It's when, you know, I am so mad, I'm gonna eat, and then you go home and you just buy, you know, maybe a bag of cookies, and you just go through it, or you buy a big tub of ice cream and you go right through it.
Yeah.
Those types of eating. And unfortunately, those you're aware, but you can stop it. You know, those are the ones where you know that they don't, you know, they don't do anything for you. They just make you gain weight. And most times when you do the fog eating, the storm eating, I mean, it's for foods that are not really good for you or healthy for you.
Right. I see also you have a basket of some stuff over here.
Yeah.
Is this fuel foods as well?
This is fuel foods.
And what is this?
Now, this is fuel food, but you can do this if you don't, because some people don't really like to eat their vegetables. You can drink your vegetables. This is a smoothie. And this
yes,
contains kale, lemon, pineapples, and an orange, and that's it.
So if you do, because that's a pretty big thing right now.
Yes.
And my wife's kind of into that with the smoothies and so
Yes.
forth, and mixing all this stuff.
Yes.
How does that take the place of a meal, in your opinion?
And it depends. Like what I do, for me, my smoothie is like a midday snack, mid-morning snack. I normally have that, you know. But depending on how much of it you're having, you could have it to replace your meal.
Yeah.
Easily.
But a very good thing to do.
Oh, it's a good thing to do, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think the smoothies, once you mix some stuff like that, that's fresh together, it's good.
It's very good. Yeah, and they
it's really
taste good. I mean, they do. Sometimes people get worried about the color, but once you get past the color, it tastes great.
Don't worry about the color.
Yeah.
It's the taste.
Yeah.
So what is an ideal meal plan, in your opinion?
Yeah. An ideal meal plan is eating 6 times a day. So I would recommend the first thing in the morning you have some breakfast. And your breakfast could even be cereal, like a granola, but you have to be careful with some of that because sometimes they put more sugar in it or they have some additives in it. Or you can even have a bowl of fruit. It really depends on taste and your day. You have that. Then mid-morning you can have, like I normally have a smoothie. I take a smoothie to work on my way to work, so I can have that. Or you can take a banana or an orange for mid-morning snack. And then for lunch, you can have a protein. I always recommend a protein and some vegetables. It could be fish with some vegetables, chicken with some vegetables. But it's always good to have a protein because protein at least helps you stay full for a longer period of time. Okay. And if you do have a salad, I tell people to stay away from the dressing. Or if you do have dressing, take just a little bit because sometimes some dressing, just the packets they give you, sometimes are like 300 calories just in that little pack.
That's where they get you.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, I'm having a salad, yeah, but how much, you know, look at the dressing also. And then you have a late afternoon snack, which could be another piece of fruit, or it could be some grape tomatoes, it could be some carrots. And then evening, you want to have dinner, and dinner I normally say at least protein and vegetables. Have that. You can have some carbs in there, but definitely fruit, your protein, lean protein, and your vegetables. And if you still want to have something after that, you can still have some, you know, a piece of fruit, you know, a few nuts, and call it a day.
All right, so there you go. You got your recipe for getting that ideal weight for this summer. Kwavi, great job.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being on the program.
Thank you, Adam.
Good stuff. And for more healthy eating and healthy lifestyle tips, just go to Kwavi.com. Lots more ahead coming up on the show. When we come back, we're shedding our winter skin and getting ready for summer. How to get that summer glow right after this break.
It's a love story that reaches from the depths of the ocean to the edges of the high seas. A story of sacrifice, commitment, and redemption. Okay, that's whack. We know you want Jack. Sword fights, cannonballs, gypsies, natives, and cannibals. There's even a kraken, or a kraken. Get back-to-back Jack tomorrow starting at noon with Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. Followed by At World's End on Peachtree TV. Sponsored by Rec Warehouse. We sell fun for less.
Looking for one of these?
Yoplait. Smooth, creamy, and craved by the whole family.
That used to be me. Scratching, chewing, licking, shaking. It was horrible. I avoided being around others, including my friends. I didn't think my flea and tick problems would ever get better. But then, I talked to my owners about talking to my vet about Provecto.
Only Brevecto gives dogs up to 12 weeks of flea and tick protection. No other tasty chew works better for longer. Over the course of a year, that's a lot fewer doses and a lot less worry. Brevecto is for dogs 6 months of age or older. Side effects may include vomiting, decreased appetite, diarrhea, lethargy, excessive thirst, and flatulence.
I'm Jack, and I tell all my friends to tell their owners to talk to the vet about Brevecto. Brevecto, keeping me, Jack, and my friends protected from fleas and ticks ever since. It changed my life.
And good morning. Welcome back to the show. As the temperature creeps up outside, it's a good time to transition from dry winter skin to summer ready. Dr. Erin London of London Med Spa right here in Metro Atlanta joins us with tips on how to shed that winter coat and get ready for summertime, right? All right, so tell us what we need to do. Where do we start?
Well, one of the main things to do, I'll throw back to Kwavi, you want to be eating healthy. That shows in your skin quite a bit.
Okay.
And you want to hydrate. We brought her water bottle over here for that reason.
Okay.
The next thing, which is more along the things that we do, you want to cleanse your skin, you want to exfoliate, you want to moisturize it. And I brought some products here today so that we can do a facial on your arm.
Okay, so what, time to roll up the sleeve here?
Time to roll up your sleeves.
Okay, I can do that. Sometimes you got to roll up the sleeves on the job. You know? All right, so here we go. So this is something you do how regularly, in your opinion, to exfoliate and all that? Just this time of year as you know, from winter to summer?
Exfoliating frequently is good for you, especially in the winter months when you're dry. But coming out of the winter, when it's been dry for so long, is a prime time to go ahead and get that dull winter skin sloughed away.
All right, so I'm ready here. All right, so what do I need to do now?
Well, let's see. First, we're going to cleanse.
Okay.
And unfortunately for you,
that's fine.
This is our signature facial.
Okay.
But I am not our signature masseuse. So you are subject to the doctor treatment.
Okay, that's okay.
So,
you know, of course women love to do this, but you know, guys, listen, I mean, you've got to do this. This is great. It's like, you know, relaxing and just taking care of yourself, right? It's very important.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, the products that I like people to use, you want to cleanse, but you don't want an excessively drying, heavy soap.
Okay.
You want something with some moisturizers in it. You want something with some of the good skin vitamins like the A and the C.
Okay.
Next, we're going to tone it. Now, this balances the pH on your skin. People like to skip it because it just looks like a bunch of water.
Okay.
But it actually helps your skin to absorb the other treatments that you're doing for it.
Okay.
And your skin is much healthier for it.
So, you know, I would imagine that it would be difficult to decide what products to use, and you've used a couple of different, you know, products here.
Right.
How do you know? Where do you begin? I mean, is this something they can reach out to you and ask you, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I imagine so.
We tried to single out a line of products that gave you sort of a step-by-step 1, 2, 3 set of choices where you don't have to go and stand there at the store and look at this huge array of different lotions, creams, treatments, this, that, and the other, and you don't know where to begin, like you said. We try to make this simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, the ladies might have a better idea than the men, I think. But
now this is a mask.
Okay.
I know it looks like a big mess.
No, it's okay.
And we actually do custom mask. This we've added an exfoliant to.
Okay.
So this is going to be our exfoliating step.
And you recommend doing like your arms and your hands, I mean, or what do you, this is the area you want to focus on?
With exfoliation, you know, when you're going to be out in the summer sun and all of your skin is showing, you want to do all of it. You want to do your legs, you want to do your arms, neck, chest, everything that's
Why is
being
this
exposed.
important to do, in your opinion?
It keeps the skin healthier.
Okay.
It keeps the shine in your skin, the
glow.
Vibrance, the glow.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Now this one is heavier. It's going to take us a second to get all of that off,
That's all right? I'll be better for it.
You will be better for it.
It's okay.
So.
All right.
Get a little bit more water to clean with.
Yeah. And so after you do this, is that pretty much the last step?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
we have lots
okay.
of steps.
Okay.
The next step is going to be to moisturize.
Okay.
That is to keep your skin from looking ashy, keep it healthy.
Okay.
And this is the massage part of this.
Okay.
We'll use a stone, which is presumably hot.
So as you're doing this, as you're doing this, tell again our viewers what they can do, because we have about 30 seconds. I know I could keep going here for a while because this is starting to make a difference on me, but I want to make sure our viewers know where to go to get more information on doing something like this.
The best place to get information is LondonMedSpa.com.
Okay.
We have a lot of information on skincare, a lot of information on things to do for yourself.
Okay.
The only important thing I'd like to say before we sign off is the very last step is the most important. Skin protection. You need your sunscreen. You need your sunblock.
I know that.
If we can get some zinc on your arm after we go off camera, you'll be set for summer.
All right, well, thank you, Dr. London. This is fantastic and great information. You'll feel better because of it. I can tell a difference already, smooth. So thanks for being on the program with great information. You said LondonMedSpa.com?
Yes.
Okay, great, for more information. So you can schedule an appointment or, like we said, learn more about your skin just by going to that website. Well, stay with us. We'll be back right after this to wrap up this healthy edition of Public Affairs on Peach.
The Big Bang Theory, weeknights at 7 and 7:30 on Peachtree TV.
Do you suffer from aching heels and feet? Is stepping out of bed in the morning torture? Plantar fasciitis, heel spurs, and achy feet can make it impossible to take another step. Introducing Foot Angel, the revolutionary compression foot sleeve with 7 different zones that provide soothing relief for the foot and heel. Watch, just slip on Foot Angel for instant support that lasts all day. Look, everyday activity can cause sore, throbbing feet and swelling. But Foot Angel's heavenly 7-zone design provides targeted compression to the ball, arch, plantar fascia, heel, and ankle for soothing relief. Foot Angel helps support your feet, stimulate circulation, and reduce swelling. Lightweight and comfortable, wear them discreetly under socks or hosiery, and with any shoes, sneakers, or boots. Even sleep with Foot Angel and step out of bed with ease.
I recommend Foot Angel because it does support relief for my patients suffering with foot and ankle pain.
The pain was so bad that I had to elevate it and put ice on it every night. With Foot Angel, I'm now able to walk comfortably, and now I'm able to run again.
I've got chronic plantar fasciitis. It really messes with my golf game. It's very painful. Foot Angel is like compression on your foot. It keeps everything in place, and the pain just seems to disappear.
Wear Foot Angel for any long-distance travel to help circulation and reduce swelling. And they're machine washable. Now get Foot Angel for just $12.99. But wait, call right now and we'll double the offer free. Just pay processing and handling. As a bonus, we'll also send you the acupressure massage ball, absolutely free. Enjoy a soothing, energizing foot massage from the tips of your toes to the heels of your feet. And Foot Angel comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. That's 2 Foot Angels and the massage ball. A heavenly value for just $12.99. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-815-5158 or visit buyfootangel.com for just $12.99 and we'll double the offer. That's 1-800-815-5158 or go online to buyfootangel.com. Order now.
Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Public Affairs on Peach. Be sure to like Public Affairs on Peach on Facebook. There we post our upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and ask for your feedback. That'll do it for this week's show. We'll see you back here next Saturday morning. Put that sunscreen on. Enjoy the weekend.